I have not done a live in a very long time, and I'm one day going to be really happy when I can do this from my phone. And I was actually just recording something on my camera here, and so I had my light set up, so that's why I'm looking like I'm glow in the dark. I guess if I back up some, I don't look so bright. So actually, I probably need to turn that light off. But I was recording, I was actually doing Facebook Live for something else. And I think I just finished that up, but I had my phone set up the wrong way. So then I had to re record it. And I'm obviously having some technical issues today. But yeah, so I have not done a Facebook Live in a really long time. And I see there are a couple people that popped on board. So love to see you check in so I can see who's here. I never get a chance to talk to people for real. It's always just like, I don't know, just, leaving comments. So usually it's just leaving comments. But yeah, so I'm finishing up this, which is what I was here. So you see that. So I'm just about finished with that. I don't know, you know, what you guys are thinking, but I tell you what, this the daylight savings time is killing me. I think my body was ready for it before I was. So I'm going to take this down while I'm sitting here. But yeah, that's the tricky piece there. So I can't wait till I have enough people so that I can actually do Facebook Live from my phone. But yeah, so I just want to do a quick check-in. So right now I have gone from, let's see, I think somebody's coming downstairs there. I have gone from the very beginning to now, which is, I can't even open it up to see, but it's a little over 200 videos, 779 subscribers or 780 subscribers, something like that. I'm not entirely sure because I think big one just dropped off earlier today, which is could be like boo hoo 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 hoo, but I guess not. All right, so I do have one really good update though. So a couple of months ago, I found out about a project that Google was doing, and they call it, stuff's popping up on my phone. It's the Google News Initiative. And so I think part of it is they're recognizing the lack of news or the way news has changed because like newspapers aren't really read as much anymore. Like their subscriptions are down. They don't have nearly as much advertising. So if you remember a decade ago, newspapers were really big. Like everybody got a newspaper. That's where the jobs were advertised. That's where classifieds were advertised. And they don't really do as much of that anymore. And they don't make as much money anymore. And so what has happened as a result is if you're in your like small town or even big city, like they don't even cover local stuff for you anymore. You'll go and it's the same national articles that you could have just picked up a USA Today or a New York Times or something and read the very same articles. They might have 4 or 5 articles from your own hometown where you live. So Google has funded something called the Google News Initiative to sort of help fund different, I don't know, other entities that are trying to do creative things in terms of news and journalism and that sort of thing. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Young Turks, which is actually, I guess you would call them like probably the videos than anybody I know of. And they've had several different media, I guess a creator academy. And so it's the Young Turks being funded in part by the Google News Initiative projects at the local level. And so last week, I guess that was March 5th, I think it was. And actually, to be honest, I had forgotten I applied for this back in February. I had forgotten I had even applied for it. So when it popped up on my phone, I was just sort of like, what in the world is that? Inaugural class. We received literally hundreds of applications. You should feel great about the accomplishments and goals of you. Let us know if you're not interested. Let us know if you're disqualified. And I was like, but they didn't like, and no, I'm not going to disqualify myself if you just sent me something saying I could do it. So I sent them an email back saying, yes, I am still very much interested and I'd love to work with you guys. So yeah, so I haven't heard back from them yet. They were like, oh, sure, contact information and your phone number so we can set up a time to talk to you and be thinking about some of the projects that you want to work on. So I sent that email back. And I think that was maybe the next day. So maybe that was the 7th was the day that I sent that back. And so today is the 9th, today is Monday, and they probably are just getting back into the office today if they're just looking at it. Not sure. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so that's the way that is going. And I only have so I have really been having trouble with to participate in this program. Charles Hill says, I will check this out later. Video is a little choppy. See, yeah, I believe it because my internet is so bad. Charles, I'm gonna put you a note in there. Yes, my internet is so bad. This is why I don't do live here because it's awful. And so that's why I need to have 220 more subscribers so I can get to 1,000 so I can do mobile live. That will be so much better because this is absolutely horrible. And to the 4 people who are still up here, thank you and God bless you. Um, because what would I do if I didn't have 4 people to ramble on in a choppy video, which is horrible, and me lit up like I am with this light in front of me. Move that camera. And I actually broke my tripod, so now it just like does this. Look at that. That's what it does now because I broke it. I got another one though. But yeah, so let's see if I can set this up. So yeah, so so I was really happy to get that great news. And so I don't know how politically active you are in your community where you are, but as you know, this is an election year. And so part of what you sometimes see on my channel is me like at local like political stuff. And y'all probably like, Sheila is at some stuff. I don't know any of those people and stuff just popping up. But oh, look, from Seattle, it says 31 new confirmed cat. But yeah, so my background is actually I have a BS in biological sciences with a minor in genetics and a specialization in microbiology. I do not remember studying coronaviruses. I know this is a novel coronavirus, but I don't remember studying coronaviruses. And I studied a lot of viruses and a lot of bacteria and a lot of diseases. And literally, I took microbiology, I took medical microbiology, I took genetics, I took prokaryotic molecular genetics, I took all that. And so, yeah, I used to know I could tell you what bacteria caused what it would do to you and everything. I actually worked in a public lab for a little while, but that was a really long time ago. And so I need to make this go away because right now all I see on my computer is this report. This is 31 new confirmed cases of coronavirus. So yeah, there was just one today in North Carolina, and so it was a major biomedical firm in Research Triangle Park. And so apparently one of the employees who had been someplace else came here, and yes, the person who came here was actually positive for the coronavirus. And so that particular firm, that biomedical firm, shut down for the day. And I believe they told their employees, like, yeah, they're not coming in tomorrow either, probably. So this is different. This is different. But yeah, so one of the things I was talking about before that popped up was the fact that that sometimes you see me like going to political stuff and it's local. But this being a presidential election year, things are going to be very different this year. And so I don't know how much you understand about what the political process looks like at the national level. But I live in North Carolina. We have 5 elected representatives from North Carolina that are a part of the Democratic National Committee. So I actually serve on the Democratic National Committee. I was elected in 2016. My first term would end after the end of this presidential election in the fall. However, I just got reelected again. So I will serve until 2024. So I will have served on the Democratic National Committee for 8 years when my 2 terms are up. And so I go to the Democratic National Convention. This year it will be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But the North Carolina delegation, so they have to find hotels to place all these different state